Alright guys, when we left off, we were just trying to figure out what to do with our land situation. And what that's going to have to do with is a lot about our strategy going forward. Now, as we've got these 5 territories right across here, um, our major target is probably the Kingdom of Scotland. You know, we do have a 10-year truce with them, so we can't, but they've got 5,000 men, and you'll notice that our strength is around 4.12. That's only going to go up once Clydesdale gets repaired. So since we since we have to give away one of our counties, let's give away the Isle of Man, which is going to be the smallest of the counties that we could use. And the guy we're going to give it to is our marshal. Okay, this will allow us to appoint a new marshal. And we're gonna go with our not quite so good guy Conan here. He's evidently off fight. Oh, that's right, because we haven't released the troops. So here we go. We have Earl Malcolm now on the Isle of Man, and we can now use some of his claims to make a move on stuff in Scotland. Most likely the county of Athol, because the rest of it, there's no point in just handing him back the Kingdom of Scotland. He also has a really old wife. So that makes a good point. Who's his heir? Oh, well, that's not good. Okay, might have overthought things here, because his heir is King Duncan II of Scotland, which is bad, because that means the Isle of Man would pass out of our territory, and we'd have to go get it again, and stuff like that. All right, so we've got a 10-year peace with Scotland, but that doesn't mean that we can't go looking to start fights somewhere else. There are a couple of obvious places we could go. We could try getting in a fight with England, or perhaps Wales. Looks like Wales has been unified a little bit in the petty kingdom of Gwynedd. So we might not want to try that route. Okay, I was thinking something more like, the county of Glamorgan down here, where there's only one guy. Or the thing that we're kind of holding out for, which is Ulster, over here. The last thing we need to do is make sure we bring our army back. Because that would have been kind of weird if they just sort of stayed over there doing army stuff. Because the minute we are able to disband them, then we are in better shape. All right, let's slow down speed just for a minute so I'm kind of aware what's going on here. Looks like there's still a war going on between Mercia and Scotland. There's also a war going on between the Duke of Orkney and Scotland. But unlike the excommunication war that we saw before, neither of those wars are likely to end up with getting rid of the truce period that we have to deal with at the moment. So, we're just going to be working around here. All right, so we got our money back up to about 105. Again, I would love to charge right in at Scotland while they're still fighting two other wars, up here. That's interesting. And down here, but, whatever. I'm really sorry that I did this now, because if I had known that his heir was his younger brother, who's the current king of Scotland, I would not have done that, because he could die at any time, then I would lose the Isle of Man, and that's not really in my interest. So we're just going to have to hope that he survives long enough, or maybe that his wife will die, and we can get him remarried real quick. Maybe he can pump out an heir, but I don't necessarily know if that's something I can even do. Okay, so right now our court is 28 people. Baby, 2-year-old. Got some technology to play with. We go military organization right at the moment. Okay, we have Shaw. I don't know who Shaw is or where he came from, but he's an unmarried courtier who just kind of showed up. And I have no women for him, so I mean, we could hope that there's, yeah, there's that's the best I can do for this guy. Okay, then we have our sister, who is now 12, who we're probably going to have to get a matrilineal marriage in order to protect the dynasty. We have Hugh, who is not the same as Hugh. This is young Hugh. Young Hugh, also lowborn. Yeah, I'm not really interested in marrying young Hugh to my little sister. So got our husband, somebody's wife, someone else's wife. I was gonna double check where she was. Yeah, she was being taken care of by Hugh. That's the best thing we can probably do at this point. Our friend Una is now being taken care of. Conan, who also is lowborn. Hey, just running into all these lowborn couriers. Yeah, poor Vander. I mean, okay. Okay, Marcus. Okay, releasing Marcus from prison doesn't do us any good. All right, not really sure why he was there, but we're going to leave him in there for the moment. All right, anti-pope is gone, so the Catholic Church is a little bit stronger, which is sort of good for us. Okay, the war against Mercia ended. Looks like Mercia won. Cumberland became part of England. That's not really all that surprising given the relative strengths between the two kingdoms, which means that Scotland's only war now is up here. And that little flashy thing suggests to me that, yes, there was a succession in Scotland. Um, so I think that now would be the proper time to re-engage in Scotland. So we have a let's see what we got here. All right, so we have to work through our count here, but we can claim Athol. And then we can, okay, we don't have our full levy quite yet. We'll go ahead and raise the vassal levy too. And then we'll send everybody up to Argyle. And put them all together. Okay, I need a new designated regent. I think that's because I put a bishop in there, I think, and he died. So we're going to make my spy master my regent. Cupbearer, we're going to go with, we need to keep Prince Malcolm around. Why are you fighting? And for High Almoner, we're going to go with our 63-year-old bishop. He's not likely to be around long, so that means that we can get a little more benefit later from him being there. Okay. I'm going to disband this little army levy from the Isle of Man. I'm going to combine the force here. I'm not going to jump in. For one thing, I need to be child producing, so got to be back at home, unfortunately. Although, I think she's got the best. I'm pretty sure that our girl here's got second best martial rating in the kingdom. Okay, and then we're going to try and intercept these guys in Clydesdale. Okay, they are retreating. Okay, there's a fight going on in Athol. It sounds good enough for me. We'll let the Norwegians soften them up for us, and then we will. Yeah, get used to seeing that. There we go. All right. So that takes care of that. Now we need to take care of the siege. We still got 20 days before we can do anything nifty to it. Aha! They've recalled the Scottish levies. We'll just have to see how that. Okay. I think the Norwegians put one of them to flight. Even if all the Scottish troops get together, they're not going to be a huge number to deal with right at the moment. The only thing we'd really be worried about is if they decided to like besiege something. And even then, you know, just watching them wander around Scotland here. Okay, I've got 759. Okay, 1489 now in Moray. You can tell that they're mostly levies from somewhere else because they've got the Duke of Moray's shield on. Okay. Most particular woman has arrived at your court only a matter of months. I don't really care about Conan. Okay, we got a 37-year-old woman. Yes. Yeah, let's do it. You know, fine. Okay. This is interesting now that we have the Orkney army still floating around. I wonder if I could sneak the Isle of Man army, which is only about 90 men. Up to Athol. Oh shoot! No, 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 no. Go to Strat. Okay, that looks like somebody tried to besiege Dunbar. I have to wonder if the Norwegian army is to the point where it's too small. Yeah, it's only 705 guys. So it's too small to really accomplish anything on its own. This will at least get us over 4,000 men, giving us a slight advantage when we go and have to roll back into our own territories. I don't know why I have a marshal with military ability 6, that would not have been my first choice. Okay, we'll relieve him. Okay, it's a little bit better. Not great, but a little bit better. Now, since we just completed the siege, all right, so we have the better command staff. It looks like we're beating up their middle pretty good. Interestingly, the left flank, which is the flank where they don't have any experience, is the one that held up the best. Okay, we'll just have to see what happens to that Scottish army. I think it's still big enough to be annoying. Maybe there's 202 troops. Will kind of fit into that equation. It's interesting, I can't see Dunbar, even though it is right there. Okay, so while we're sieging here, oh, we had a son. All right. We're going to name him Dean. Okay, so new ambition. Okay, having a daughter wouldn't be bad. Well, becoming Queen of Scotland. I'm going to go with the intrigue one just because it's so close. Okay, this is not. But that, as long as that Scottish army is wandering around, I don't really want to assault the castle. This is up to 1404 here. Athol 1 or... Okay, no, Athol's 3. Okay, they're calling for more reinforcements. So they'll probably... Oh, what's here? They found some more Norwegians hanging out. I didn't realize those guys were still hanging around. Because it seemed to me like their Norwegian war was getting sort of nowhere. Okay, yeah, 2%. So it's sort of it's in the middle of things as far as fighting that war is concerned. Oh, Evander married the warrior woman. I'm surprised they let him do that. All right, we've got more. Oh, yeah, we have weak claims that we're currently acting on. The Duchy of Albany, unfortunately, it's for somebody else. Okay, I just clicked on something that I don't even know what it was or what it did. That's not good. Are you besieging? Yes, you are besieging. All right, well, since we're in the middle of a siege race with those guys, I'm not going to stop that. This is a town. Okay, so now we've cleared out Athol. So we're going to try to clear out their army, and then after this, we'll probably take the army into maybe Gowrie. I mean, that is the capital county. All right, now we're just okay. We're gonna make true friend or good friends with our lady in waiting here. Okay, we fulfilled the improve intrigue thing. Do I really think that? Okay, time out. Okay, I know I'm pregnant, so do I want to have a? Do I want to make it have a daughter? See, this one's going to be one that takes a little while to do. At least I think it is. Even if I wanted to usurp Scotland, I'm still needing a few more counties, but all right. Well, we're going to go for the big time here. And we've occupied Athol completely, so I'm thinking the place to go that makes the most sense would be the capital. That does bring up a good point. Scotland is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like about 15 counties big, and I control 5 of them right now, looking to control 6. We've got war going on here. Okay, we have some Welsh rebels. Sounds like fun. Okay, we got twins. Don't know why my spy master died having the twins. Gives me something to do with kind of in the middle of something here. How are we doing on reinforcements? 29 troops. 63 troops that he didn't offer to us. Well, that's not very nice. Just watching the Scottish army grow and thinking, okay. I'm going to go William for child number 2. Looks like my bishop died. Oh, my designated regent also died. Okay. Now this is not good because I'm thinking they're going to take. They're also reinforcing better than we are. All right, so if that's the case, then I'm going to need my best commanders on the field. The war score is running, but he's not to the point where he is going to give up. Oh, that's right. We got Gavelkind. We need to get rid of that at some point. Okay, this is gonna be a big hit toward our war score. But then the minute Gowrie falls, okay. Okay, the Scottish army is getting big. I don't understand why exactly it's getting big, but I need to do something to stop that. I can't. I can afford some boats. Um, I know this is probably a bad idea. Okay, I need a new court chaplain. Okay, the numbers are not playing in our favor, and at this point, but the morale is, if we can just hold out a little bit, there we go. All right, now we got to retake our holding in Athol. I'll probably go back to Gowrie, but that's, you know, there's not much I can do about that. Oh, I think Hugh died. All right, well, Conan's back. Okay, and kind of running short of commanders. Okay, now this time I should have the defense bonus, but they have more men than me, and yeah, this is not. Fortunately, I'm fucking war. We have to hope that we can hold here, because this is okay. Now I think we're gonna get beat. Is there anybody to raise? 660. Well, that's not nothing. Yeah, this war has not gone well for us. We might have stuck our hands into the cookie jar one too many times here. The only thing I can think of is if I could get the money up a little bit bigger. I could bring, jeez. We are we are going to have ourselves a crisis if I don't get this primogeniture thing going. I'd have a son in every county. Of course, I can't do that while I'm at war. All right, this is going to be important. All right, they are wrecking our crap. Okay, I'm guessing we died in battle. Okay. Ah. Okay, now that sucks. That sucks big time. Because at the end of that, we lost our leader. We lost the campaign. And we still have Gavelkind. Now our prestige and our piety are crap again. You know, it just looked like things were looking good for us. Oh, and we lost the Isle of Man because everybody died. Okay. So now I'm stuck in another regency. And I'm sick. Oh, I guess the Lady Marshal's no longer available. I'm gonna need Conan for stewards. Tag Conan. I don't really have a good spy master. And my bishop quality went down pretty drastically. Good. I'm glad we're not dead. What I'm not glad about losing the Isle of Man, and I'm not glad about. I understand how all those people died. It's like they must have all died in that one battle. I mean, I could throw Ross out there, but I mean, oh, that's not good. That's usually a sign that Yeah, he was not a good choice. Only good thing? All right. Well, I just got used to playing as a preteen girl. Now I now have to play as a young boy, like a really, really young boy. Okay. You can see that my domain is now shrunk to 2. My regent isn't helping me with that at all because my regent is my chancellor. I don't think I can change that. Yeah. I'm all of 4 years old, and one of my counties is under one of my brothers. Oh, wow. It's just Carrick and Clydesdale. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. We're going to need some help. I, it's going to be interesting, folks. It's going to be interesting. We're now in our second regency in this thing. And despite our chancellor being a and despite our chancellor being our regent, perhaps the most competent guy on our team, he's not even giving us he's not even giving something to go after land in Ireland with, because we're going to need to rebuild our land. While we had um, our previous ruler, the queen, she basically turned that battle with her military skill before she died. Um, and then she and Malcolm both died on the field, I guess. But that was a nasty, nasty turn. So we're going to play to the end of the year, assuming that the claim doesn't come through. We're going to throw a feast, and then we're going to we'll pick it back up next time in the year 1100. But things got a lot messier. Man, did things get messy. Okay, I don't know who. Oh, my sister's 19 years old and not happy. Oh, she's also great. Um, she's also, of course, she is. She was raised by Hugh. I mean, do I want her around? I've got so many people. Um, I think I need to keep her around, and marry her to an old guy, which hopefully will give him the opportunity to marry her off again. And we need to go ahead and get the party started so that we can end the party and end the session. So, oh, as it turns out, I can't hold a feast because I don't have enough prestige. So we're just going to keep building up our money. Okay, we're at Christmas. Very ugly Christmas present here in the last year. And there's the autosave. And then we can call it. So I'll see you guys next time as we try to build our way out of this hole.